Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today we are going to see Game 2 between the Cubs and Dodgers of a 4-game set. The Cubs took Game 1 4-3 in dramatic fashion with a late inning comeback. So let's see how today's game is going to play out. Cubs coming in 6 games under 500. Going to send Mike Clevinger to the mound for start number 20 this season. He is 9-3 with a 3.22 ERA, a 107 WHIP. The Cubs lineup will be Xander Bogaerts leading off, followed by Tyler O'Neill, Kris Bryant, Wilson Ramos, Danny Santana, Mike Tauchman, Nico Hoerner, Clevinger batting 8th, and Jason Heyward batting 9th. On the Dodgers side, we will see Clayton Kershaw on the mound, making start number 26. He is 10-4 with a 4.06 ERA and a 120 WHIP. He will be supported by a cast of Turner, Muncy, Bellinger, Betts, Lux, Seager, Peterson, Barnes, and Kershaw batting 9th. It is 69 degrees today in Chicago. Wind blowing in from right at 11 mph. And let's get this game underway. Clevinger is on the mound facing Justin Turner as he makes his warm-up pitches. The Dodgers coming in with an 87-40 record. The Cubs snapped a 10-game winning streak for them yesterday. First place in the NL West. The Cubs still third place in the NL Central, coming in at 59-65. Clevinger standing on the mound, working with a full count. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball 4. Clevinger got squeezed on a fastball that was just off the plate. And Turner heads down to first with a leadoff walk. Max Muncy now the batter. 2-2 count to Muncy. Clevinger working again. This time he's called strike 3 on the inside corner. Muncy heads back to the dugout. Struck out looking on the slider, and it brings up Cody Bellinger. Bellinger with a 1-2 count. Swings and misses for strike 3. Bellinger is strikeout victim number 2 of the inning, and it brings up Mookie Betts. 2 outs now, still a runner on first. And the runner's going. The throw goes down to second, and Ramos guns him down to end the inning. He's thrown out 22 base runners this year. The Dodgers do not score. We go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Xander Bogaerts now batting leadoff for the Cubs will face Clayton Kershaw. 1 strike count. Bogaerts waiting for the pitch. Kershaw looking for the sign. Here it comes. Grounder up the middle. Second baseman has it. Throws over to first, and that is out number 1. Tyler O'Neill now batting. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Tyler O'Neill. Grounded right in front of the home plate. The throw goes down to first, and Barnes was very slow reacting to that. So Tyler O'Neill beats it out for an infield single. Kris Bryant now batting with 1 out and 1 man on. Cubs got their first base hit of the game. Here's a 1-2 count, and Bryant lines that one into left field, but a diving catch. Jock Peterson absolutely just stole a base hit from Kris Bryant with a diving defensive play. So now there are 2 outs, and Wilson Ramos is the batter. Runner still on first. 1 ball count. Kershaw working. Grounder up the middle. That's going to be a clean single for Ramos right into center field. The lead runner stops at second. The Cubs now have first and second with 2 outs. And Danny Santana is the batter. Santana trying to help the Cubs break this scoreless tie. Runner in scoring position. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That gets away. It goes all the way to the backstop. The runners are going to advance to second and third respectively. And now Santana comes up with a full count and 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He chased a fastball that was inside. So the Cubs get 2 base runners, but they do not score. We go to the top of the second of a 0-0 ball game. Mookie Betts leading off for the Dodgers against the Cubs' Mike Clevinger. 1-2 count. Clevinger working. Here's the pitch. Line down the right field line. That one's against the shift and going all the way to the wall. Extra bases for Mookie Betts as he motors around first. Sliding into second. He is going to have a double. So Tauchman was way out of position for that base hit as Betts does an excellent job of going the opposite way and earning himself a double. Lux now the batter With nobody out, runner on second. 1-2 count. Grounder towards short. The throw goes over to first. The runner advances from second to third as Bogaerts throws out Lux at first for the force. 1 out now, runner on third, and Corey Seager is the next batter. Full count pitch. Clevenger working. Grounder toward third. Bryant has it. Throws over to first after he looks the runner back, and Seager is retired for out number 2. Peterson now the batter. 2 outs. Runner still 90 feet away. Clevenger trying to get out of this inning. Here's a 1-strike pitch. And he hits him in the knee. So Jock Peterson gets down to first base the hard way. 5th time he's been hit by a pitch this season. And it brings up Austin Barnes. Barnes is batting with 2 outs, runners on the corners, top of the second inning. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Clevenger punches him out to end the inning. So that will get the Cubs out of the second inning. We go to the bottom of the second. It is still a 0-0 game in Chicago. Mike Tauschman is going to lead off for the Cubs against the lefty Kershaw in the bottom of the second inning. Here's a 1-2 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He got him on a slider that just disappeared underneath his bat. And now Nico Hoerner is the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball count to Nico Hoerner. Kershaw with the pitch. Popped up on the infield. Coming in is the shortstop. Calls off the third baseman and makes the catch for out number 2. The pitcher Clevenger will now bat. He comes up. He is 1 for 7 with an RBI on the season. Here's an 0-2 pitch from the lefty Kershaw. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He tried to check his swing. The umpire rings him up anyway. So, the slider retires Clevenger, and now he's actually just going to grab his glove and head right out to the mound as the Dodgers are sending Clayton Kershaw up to lead off the top of the third inning. We're just going to reverse the positions here as Kershaw is in the batter's box facing Clevenger on the mound. There's a pop-up to right, Tauschman coming in, Hoerner going out, and Hoerner actually making the catch in short right field to retire Kershaw for out number 1. Justin Turner now the batter as the Dodgers have turned over the lineup. 1 strike count. Here's the pitch. Grounder toward third. Bryant scoops it up, throws over to first, and that will be out number 2. You can record that one 5-3 in the scorebook as Max Muncy comes up. 2 outs, nobody on. 1 strike pitch to Max Muncy. Grounder towards second. Hoerner has it, throws over to first, and that'll retire the side. Clevenger retiring the Dodgers in order in the third. We go to the bottom of the third inning, 0-0. Jason Heyward now the batter. 1-1 count. Lefty Kershaw working to the lefty Heyward. A ground ball toward first. Picked up by Muncy, steps on the base, and that'll be out number 1. Xander Bogaerts now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Xander Bogaerts. Lined into center field, that'll be a third base hit of the game for the Cubs. Bogaerts standing on first with the single, and O'Neill now is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. First pitch. Grounder toward third, picked up, thrown over to first. That'll be out number 2. The Dodgers do not try to turn the double play on that slow roller as Bogaerts advances to second on the fielder's choice. And now Chris Bryant is the batter. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Cubs trying to break this 0-0 tie. 2-1 pitch to Bryant. Lined into center field. Is that going to drop? It does. It drops in for a base hit. Rounding third and heading home. The throw comes home, and he is safe. The Cubs score the first run of the ball game. Chris Bryant has an RBI single. That is RBI number 72 for him on the season. And the Cubs now own a 1-0 lead. Wilson Ramos coming up. 2 outs. Runner still on first. Ramos facing Kershaw. 3-1 count. And he lines that one over the third baseman's head into left field. That's another base hit. Bryant rounding second, but he is going to think better of it. He's going to head back. So Ramos singles, sending Bryant to second. Santana now the batter. 2 outs, runners on first and second. 1-2 count from Kershaw. Here it comes. That's hit high, hit deep to right field. It might be. It is gone! Danny Santana hits a 3-run shot out to right field, 412 feet. And Kershaw wishes he had that pitch back. The Cubs are now up 4-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Kershaw has really struggled to get the third out here in the bottom of the third inning, and it brings up Mike Tauchman. 1 strike count. Tauchman waiting for the pitch. Popped up to left field. I think this is going to do it. Coming in and making the catch is Peterson to end the inning. The Cubs score 4 times in the bottom of the third. We go to the top of the 4th inning of a 4-0 Cub lead. Clevenger will face Bellinger. I feel like we need a few more ER names in this particular matchup. So top of the 4th inning, Bellinger leading off. Here's the 1-ball pitch. Popped up to right field, Tauchman going back. I think he's going to have room on the warning track. And he makes the catch for out number 1. That one was standing in the well on the warning track. And now Mookie Betts is the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Betts facing Clevenger. Popped up to center field. Taking a few steps to his right and adjusting to make the catch is Hayward for out number 2. Lux now batting. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's a 1-strike pitch to Gavin Lux. Lined up the middle, that'll be a clean single for Gavin Lux. He hit that one right through the shift and earned himself a 2-out single. Corey Seager now the batter. 2 outs, runner on first. 0-2 pitch. Lined into left field. Is that going to be caught? Tyler O'Neill plays it on the hop, and he throws down to third to prevent the runners from continuing to advance. So back-to-back singles for the Dodgers with 2 outs in the 4th. Brings up Jock Peterson. With 2 outs, 2 men on. First pitch to Jock Peterson. Grounded toward first. Santana scoops it up. He wins the foot race to the bag, and the inning is over. So the Dodgers strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning of a 4-0 Cub lead. Nico Hoerner is now going to face Clayton Kershaw leading off the Cubs half of the 4th. Here's a 1-strike pitch from Kershaw. Grounded up the middle, shortstop has it, throws over to first, and that is out number 1. Mike Clevenger now batting for himself in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's a 2-0 pitch from Kershaw. Grounder toward third. Picked up and thrown over to first. Record that one 5-3 in the scorebook, and now 2 outs. And nobody on the bottom of the 4th inning. Jason Hayward, the batter. 1-2 count to Hayward. Here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So this inning, Kershaw sets him down in order. We go to the top of the 5th. It is 4-0 Cubs. Clevenger facing Austin Barnes. He'll face the 8, 9, and 1 batters in this inning. Here's a 1-2 count. Clevenger with the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Austin Barnes is set down with the slider. Again, that pitch just disappeared under his bat. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Mike Clevenger brings up a pinch hitter, A.J. Pollock. He is going to face Clevenger in the pitcher's spot here in the top of the 5th inning. So Kershaw's day is over. Here's a 1-strike count and the pitch from Clevenger. Grounded toward short, Bogarts has it. Throws over to first, and that is out number 2. Turner now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 1-ball count to Turner. Here's the pitch. Lined into center field. I believe that's going to get down for a base hit. Hayward plays it on a hop, and that is a 2-out single for Justin Turner. Max Muncy now the batter. 2 outs, runner on first. Full count pitch. Runners going, and a pop-up to left. Tyler O'Neill is chasing, and he puts it away just short of the warning track for out number 3. So Clevenger has worked 5 scoreless innings. We go to the bottom of the 5th of a 4-0 Cub lead. Bogarts is going to face the new Dodger pitcher. This is Eduardo Ramos. He has thrown 27 innings on the season, 4 walks, 25 strikeouts, and a 2.67 ERA. This guy has just been electric for the Dodgers this year. Ramos facing the top of the Cubs lineup here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's a 2-2 count. Ramos looking for the sign, and here's the pitch. Popped up to left. Peterson chasing. Moving to his left, he's going to make the catch for out number 1. O'Neill now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 count to Tyler O'Neill. And that is outside. He draws the walk. So O'Neill is on first with 1 out, and Chris Bryant is the batter. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI today. Drove in the first run of the game in the 3rd inning. Here's first pitch, pop up to left field. Jock Peterson this time chasing to his right and makes the catch for out number 2. Wilson Ramos now batting, 2 for 2 today. He comes up with 2 outs, 1 man on, and a full count pitch. The runner's going to be going. Line bats third base into left field. That's a single for Ramos. He's 3 for 3 on the day. The runner is on an aggressive play. O'Neill hustles all the way to third on what seemed like a routine single to left field. So now Santana comes up. He is 1 for 2 with a home run and 3 RBIs in the game. Santana facing Ramos. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. Here's a 1-ball count. And that's hit high to deep right field. Santana's got another one. It is 7-0 Cubs. Santana has hit his 2nd home run of the game. And he just crushed that one. 391 feet out to right field. 7-0 Cubs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Mike Tauchman now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. And here's the first pitch to Mike Tauchman. Lined over the first baseman's head down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases. Tauchman rounding first, heading for second. He's digging, he slides, and he is safe with a 2-out double. So Tauchman has a base hit, and that will bring up Nico Hoerner. That is Tauchman's 20th double on the season. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Hoerner facing Ramos with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Lined into left field. This is going to drop in for another base hit. Tauchman rounding third. He's heading home. The throw comes home. Tauchman slides, and he is safe. 8-0 Cubs. 4 more runs in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Cubs have doubled their lead. RBI single by Nico Hoerner drives in the 4th run of the inning, and it brings up Mike Clevenger. Clevenger is going to face Ramos with 2 outs and a runner on first. Here's a 2-0 pitch from Eduardo Ramos. Lined up the middle. Clevenger has a base hit. Rounding second and heading... Oh, no, he's going to think better of that. He heads back to second. So, Hoerner stops at second. Clevenger has a single. Jason Heyward comes up. This is the 9th batter of the inning. And now the Dodgers are going to bring in a different relief pitcher. Joe Kelly is brought in. He has thrown 46 2/3 on the season. 27 walks, 46 strikeouts, and a 3.86 ERA. He'll face Jason Heyward with 2 outs, 2 men on in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's a full count pitch to Jason Heyward. Runners are going to be going. Looking for the sign. Here's the pitch. Hit high. Right center field. Very high. It's going to be caught. That's going to be the 3rd out of the inning as Bellinger puts it away to end the inning. The Cubs score 4 more times. They take an 8-0 lead into the top of the 6th inning. Bellinger facing Clevenger in the top of the 6th. Clevenger with 65 pitches, going to be allowed some latitude to work into the second half of this ball game. Here's a 1-ball count. Ground ball back up the middle. Throw over to first, and Bellinger's retired for out number 1. Betts now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-ball count to Mookie Betts. Popped up to center. Coming in is Heyward. On the run, he is going to make the catch for out number 2. Clevenger will now face Lux with 2 outs, nobody on. Here's a full count pitch to Gavin Lux. Line down the right field line. That'll be extra bases for Gavin Lux. Rounding first, heading for second. That's all the way down in the corner. The throw comes back in. Lux stands into second with a 2-out double. And Tauchman has had a hard time over there in right field. He's had to chase several balls down into the corner. And I feel like he's been way out of position on some of these. So Corey Seager now is the batter. With 2 outs, 1 man on. Runner is standing on second. Grounder toward first. Santana scoops it up, and he makes the play for out number 3. So, despite the double, the Dodgers do not score. The runner is stranded. We go to the bottom of the 6th of an 8-0 Cub lead. Xander Bogaerts coming up in the bottom of the 6th inning, facing Joe Kelly. Here is the first pitch, and Bogaerts lines that one into left center field. That's going to get down for another base hit. That's hit number 12 in the game for the Cubs. And they have the leadoff runner on first. Tyler O'Neill now is going to bat. With nobody out, runner on first. 2-2 count to Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with the fastball that touched triple digits. O'Neill could not keep up with it. So Bryant now the batter. With 1 out, 1 man on. Bryant 1 for 3 today with an RBI. Here's a 1-ball count. The runner's going. Santana heading to second. He slides and he is safe. So, Bogaerts, excuse me. Bogaerts has the steal. He's 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts with the Cubs this season. So Bryant now batting with a runner in scoring position and 1 out. Here's a 1-1 count. Bryant grounds towards second, towards short. The throw goes over to first, and Bryant is retired for out number 2. Wilson Ramos now batting. He is 3 for 3 today. Coming up with 2 outs. Bogaerts on second. Here's the pitch. Popped up on the infield. Muncy coming in. Called off by Lux, who makes the catch for out number 3. So the Cubs strand a base runner. We go to the top of the 7th inning of an 8-0 Cub lead. Jock Peterson leading off for the Dodgers in the top of the 7th. And it is Clevenger still on the mound with 76 pitches. 3-1 count from Clevenger. And popped up to short left field. The shortstop Bogaerts goes back and makes the catch for out number 1. Austin Barnes now batting. He's 0 for 2 today. 1 out. Nobody on base. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from Clevenger. Popped up on the infield. The shortstop Bogaerts is going to grab this one as well. He calls off Horner and makes the catch for out number 2. Kelly now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 count to Joe Kelly. Grounder up the middle. Second baseman has it. Throws over to first, and that will retire the side. So Clevenger sets him down in order in the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning as an 8-0 Cub lead. And for today, we have found a rare recording of Jack Brickhouse singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and he is going to regale us with his rendition during today's 7th inning stretch. Danny Santana is now going to bat leadoff for the Cubs in the bottom of the 7th inning. He is 2 for 3 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs in this game. Santana waiting for the first pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Oh, no, he holds up. That's, catcher interference. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, so it looked like a swing and a miss, and then I thought the umpire said that he checked his swing, but then he signaled catcher's interference, so the catcher's mitt must have touched the bat. And now Santana is standing on first, and Tauschman is the next batter. Nobody out, runner on first, 1 strike count. Here's the pitch. And he lines that one into left field. That's going to be, it's a catch, a diving catch toward the wall. Jock Peterson, with no regard for his personal safety, lays out to make that catch. And now Nico Horner is going to bat with 1 out, 1 man on. 2-2 count to Nico Horner. Grounder towards short. And he loses it. Wow, that was a hard-hit ground ball, and it bounced off Seager's glove into left field. They're calling that an infield single. Apparently, they don't think that Seager was going to make the play anyway. So Horner's on first with an infield single. Santana advances to second. Clevenger now batting for himself in the bottom of the 7th inning with 1 out, 2 runners on. Full count pitch to Clevenger. He already has a hit in today's game, and now he draws the walk. So Clevenger heads down to first, which loads the bases, and now Blake Treinen is going to be the new Dodger pitcher. He comes in with 32 1/3 innings thrown, 14 walks, 35 strikeouts, and a 3.34 ERA. The righty Treinen will face the lefty Hayward with 1 out and the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cubs looking to add an always important 9th insurance runner to this game. Here is a 1-strike pitch from Treinen to Hayward. Lined into the gap in right center field. That might clear the bases. It's going all the way to the wall. Hayward heading for second. He is going to have extra bases, a double, which drives in 3 runs, and the Cubs now own an 11-0 lead. Jason Hayward with a 3-run RBI double. And now Xander Bogaerts will be the batter with 1 out, 1 man on. 1-strike pitch to Xander Bogaerts. Popped up to right. Gonna be playable. Coming in and making the catch is Betts for out number 2. Tyler O'Neill now the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. 1-strike pitch to Tyler O'Neill. Line down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases again. Hayward is rounding third. He's heading home. The ball goes all the way down into the corner. Stopping at second with a double. And that is going to be, that's a double for O'Neill. So it is now 12-0 Cubs if they have scored 4 more runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Kris Bryant now the batter. 2 outs, runner on second. Bryant 1 for 4 today. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Kris Bryant. Little squibber out in front of the plate. Throw goes down to first, and Barnes retires Bryant for out number 3. So the Cubs score 4 more times. It is now 12-0 Cubs into the top of the 8th inning. Clevenger, maybe he's looking for the complete game shutout. I don't know. He's thrown 88 pitches. He's going to face Justin Turner here in the top of the 8th, protecting the 12-run lead. Here's a 1-1 count. Clevenger working. There's a grounder towards short. Bogaerts has it, throws to first, and that is out number 1. Clevenger now facing Muncy with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-2 count from Clevenger. Strike 3 called, check swing, umpire rings him up anyway. That was a fastball at 95, and now Clevenger has 5 strikeouts on the day. Clevenger will face Bellinger with 2 outs and nobody on in the 8th inning. Here's a 2-1 count and the pitch. Lined over the first baseman's head into right field. This time Tauchman cuts it off before it gets to the wall. That'll be a single, and that'll be the end of the day for Mike Clevenger. Apparently, if he could have retired the side in order, he would have been allowed to pitch the 8th, but since somebody got on base, it's now time to bring in a reliever. Junior Fernandez is the Cubs relief pitcher. He is brought in with 2 outs and a runner on first, trying to protect the 12-run lead. 27 2/3 so far Fernandez has thrown this season. 24 walks, 30 strikeouts, and a 6.18 ERA. He is going to face the middle of the Dodger lineup. Betts, Lux, and Seager here in the top of the 8th inning. 1-2 count. And that one gets away. That's a wild pitch. Goes all the way to the backstop. So Bellinger takes second. And now Betts facing Fernandez with a 2-2 count. Here's the sign. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So that will end the inning. The Dodgers strand a runner. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the 8th of a 12-0 Chicago lead. Wilson Ramos now the batter, facing Blake Treinen, who's going to continue to work. He got 2 outs in the last inning. He's going to face Ramos, Santana, and Tauchman here in the bottom of the 8th. 1-2 count. Ramos waiting for the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 at the sinker. That was a sinker at 95. So strikeout records the first out of the inning for Treinen. And that will bring up Danny Santana. 1 ball count. Santana waiting for the pitch. Grounded toward first. Muncy has it. Throws to the pitcher covering the base, and that will be out number 2. Tauchman now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Full count pitch to Mike Tauchman. Lined into right field. That's going to be over his head, over the right fielder's head, and Tauchman is going all the way to second base. Oh no, that's an error. I thought that hit off the wall. They're actually crediting Betts with an error. So his first error of the season in right field puts Tauchman on second with 2 outs, and now Nico Hoerner is the batter. 2-1 count. Hoerner waiting for the pitch. Lined into right field, that'll be another base hit. Rounding third. Nope, he's stopping at third. I thought they might try to send the runner home, Tauchman, but instead he stops at third. So as Drupal Cabrera comes up as the pinch hitter against Blake Treinen, the switch hitting Cabrera will bat from the left side against the righty Treinen with 2 outs. Runners on the corners, and the Cubs trying to get that always important 13th insurance run here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Full count pitch, here it comes, and that is outside. It is ball 4. Cabrera didn't even really have to think about that one. It was way outside. And now Jason Heyward is going to bat. Heyward 1 for 4 with a bases clearing RBI double in the 7th inning. Heyward facing Treinen with 2 outs and a 1 ball count. Popped up to right. I believe that will end the inning. Betts coming in, and this time he makes the catch for out number 3. So the Cubs strand 2. We go to the top of the 9th of a 12-0 ball game. Jon Lester, the new flavor of the month on the bullpen, is brought in to pitch the top of the 9th inning. Excuse me. This is not a save situation for Lester. However, he is going to face Lux, Seager, and Peterson, the 3 lefties, in the top of the 9th. 1 ball count. Lester standing on the mound, looking for the sign, and here is the pitch. Lined into right center field. That's going to drop for base hit. I believe that's going to be extra bases. It goes all the way to the wall. The center fielder, Hayward, is chasing. The runner rounds second. He is heading for third. Sliding into third with a triple. And that is a lead-off triple for Gavin Lux off of Jon Lester in the top of the 9th inning. Triple number 8 on the season for Lux brings up Corey Seager. Nobody out, runner on third. And there's a grounder towards second. The Cubs are going to concede the run. The throw goes over to first, and that will be out number 1. So Lux scores. The Dodgers now trail 12-1, and Peterson is the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 count from Jon Lester. Lined into center field. I believe that's going to be another base hit. That'll be a single as Hayward plays it on the hop. And now a runner is on first with 1 out, and Austin Barnes is the batter. Lester working to Barnes with a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him to chase a changeup that was outside. So 3 strikeouts on the day for Austin Barnes, and that'll bring up the pinch hitter Will Smith. Excuse me, pinch hitting for the pitcher's spot in the top of the 9th inning. 2 outs, runner on first. Lester trying to get the 3rd out in the 9th inning. 1-1 count. Lester waiting for the pitch. Here it comes, popped up to right. Playable. Hayward calls off Tauschman and makes the catch to end the game. So the Cubs are victorious, 12-1 over the Dodgers. The Cubs have 12 runs on 16 hits, while the Dodgers got 1 run on 8 hits with 2 errors. The player of today's game is, in fact, Danny Santana. Not a huge surprise there. Santana went 2 for 4, scored 3 times, drove in 6, and hit 2 home runs in this game. Clevenger improves. He gets his first win on the season with the Cubs. He threw 7 2/3 of 6 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeout baseball. Kershaw drops to 10-5. He threw 4 innings, allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 4 strikeouts, and 1 home run. Excuse me. So the Cubs improved to 60-65, while the Dodgers dropped to 87-41. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.